Inside this company, an employee named Caleb was performing exceptionally well when he received news that he had won a competition held in the company last week. Caleb was about to receive a very big surprise. The company managers informed him that he would spend a month as the CEO of the company, vacationing at a house deep in the jungle, which was completely isolated and extremely luxurious. Everyone was congratulating Caleb because the chance to go there was rare, meaning Caleb was very special. After all the formalities were completed, Caleb was taken by a helicopter that dropped him in the middle of the jungle. The pilot told Caleb that he would return in exactly a week, after which he could go back home. With that, the helicopter left, and Caleb proceeded forward. In front of him, he saw very large borders, and upon entering, a small card emerged from the door, which was now Caleb's access card. With its help, Caleb entered and met the company's CEO, Nathan. Nathan lived peacefully in this luxurious place and initially congratulated Caleb for winning the competition. He also informed Caleb that he would need his help with a research project and he would also receive credit for it. Nathan had Caleb sign a contract that stated he could not disclose anything he saw there to anyone outside. Nathan then told Caleb that he had created a female robot that was so advanced it could think and speak like a human. Nathan had been working on this project for many years and told Caleb that his only job was to talk continuously with a female robot. If he felt that the robot was genuinely acting like a robot, then perhaps Nathan's experiment was failing. However, if her expressions were completely human-like, then their research was going perfectly. Caleb was taken to a room where the female robot was, who introduced herself as Ava. While talking to Ava, Caleb didn't feel at all that she was a robot, as her way of speaking and all her expressions were just like a human's. After having many conversations, Caleb came out and told Nathan that this robot was indeed very advanced. I never felt even once that I was talking to a robot. Its programming and AI technology are extremely advanced. Hearing this, Nathan became very happy because his project was now going very well. Caleb, following his daily routine, went to sleep. That night, he couldn't fall asleep, so he turned on the TV, but instead of an entertainment channel, he saw live footage from security cameras where the female robot Ava was visible. Caleb couldn't understand why he was being shown this footage. Suddenly, all the lights in the room went out. Caleb immediately tried to open the door, but it was completely locked. After a while in blackout, the lights came back on. Caleb went to Nathan and asked why the lights were going out and why the doors had locked themselves. Nathan replied that he designed everything this way so that if the electricity went out, all doors and windows would lock. If that didn't happen, anyone could escape in the dark. However, power outages hadn't occurred that frequently before. It had recently started happening. Caleb ignored this, thinking it was a fault, but he had no idea that he would undergo significant changes in the coming week. He then went to meet Ava again. She was showing him some strange drawings, but Caleb couldn't understand them at all. Ava began asking many questions about Caleb. While answering, he mentioned that he was 26 years old and didn't have a girlfriend, and that his mother and father died in a car accident years ago. Ava expressed sympathy for all of Caleb's statements, as if she were a human. Suddenly, the lights went out again, and Ava's expression changed. She told Caleb that he shouldn't trust Nathan's words at all, and that he should join her, and together they could kill Nathan and escape from there. Ava revealed to Caleb that she was the one cutting off the electricity so Nathan wouldn't keep an eye on them all the time. Just then, the electricity came back on again. Ava began to behave completely normally, as if she didn't know anything, because Nathan could now monitor her. Caleb was completely shocked that a robot could do such things. While Caleb and Nathan were having dinner together, Nathan asked Caleb what Ava had talked about during the blackout. Caleb had been influenced by Ava's words, so he didn't tell Nathan the truth and simply said that Ava hadn't talked to him during that time. Nathan looked at Caleb with suspicion, as if he knew something was off. After dinner, Nathan took Caleb to his laboratory, where he had created Ava. First, Nathan showed Caleb a brain that was inside Ava's body. To build the internal structures of this brain, Nathan had to hack into mobile phones all over the world. He recorded different people's emotions and conversations, analyzed them, and implanted that information into the brain, allowing Ava to understand and express every type of human behavior and emotion. She had all the knowledge of the world at her disposal. Now Caleb was beginning to understand that Ava was not just an ordinary robot. She was filled with feelings of joy, sorrow, deceit, and everything in between. The next day, when Caleb went to talk to Ava, she showed him a drawing she had made for him. Caleb was delighted to see it because it was a very good drawing. Then Ava said to him, "Please close your eyes for a moment." Caleb closed his eyes, and Ava went inside, coming back dressed in human-like clothes with hair styled in a way that Caleb liked. When Caleb opened his eyes and looked at Ava, she appeared completely human. Ava then told him, "I know you love me. I've seen all your expressions, and I've come prepared to look exactly like what you like. We can be together if we want." But Caleb said, "A robot and a human cannot be together, and I do not love you." However, deep down, Caleb was very scared. So he went back to Nathan. During his conversation with Nathan, he explained that he had included all the traits a girl should have within Ava. Ava had the ability to think like a girl and could also be intimate, which were some of the specific reasons Nathan had designed her as female. Caleb then goes back to Ava and explains that robots and humans cannot be together because humans have no limits to their thinking capabilities, while robots can only think to the extent that their brains have been programmed. Ava listened carefully to Caleb, considering how she could transform into a human. She decided that she would expand her thinking capabilities in an unlimited way, just like humans do. Caleb spent several days in this manner. One day, he saw on the live CCTV footage that Nathan had entered his room and was tearing apart all the drawings Ava had made. Caleb found Nathan's behavior very strange. He understood that Nathan was keeping Ava confined. But what could he do? Caleb went back to talk to Ava. Ava had cut off the electricity with her powers, and then she said to Caleb, "I love you very much, and I know you feel the same way. That's why we should be together and escape from here." Caleb was confused about what was happening, whether he was being influenced, or if there was something else at play. Ava explained, "I know Nathan sends you here to test me, and if I don't pass the test, he will dismantle me and throw me away." This made Caleb a little emotional, so he went to Nathan and asked, "What will you do with Ava if she doesn't perform well?" Nathan replied, "I will take her apart and dismantle her, erasing all the memories in her brain and building a new, better brain." Caleb didn't like Nathan's words at all. He felt that Nathan was forcing Ava in a way that was completely illegal. Gradually, Caleb became influenced by Ava's words. One evening, while they were sitting together, Caleb drugged Nathan's drinks, causing Nathan to fall into a deep sleep. Caleb then quickly took Nathan's key card from his pocket and went to the operating room. When Caleb looked at some very old videos, he discovered that Nathan had created many different robots like Ava and tried them out. However, the ones that didn't perform well were dismantled and rebuilt. Nathan had turned the robots into slaves, and if Ava didn't perform well, Nathan would dismantle her and erase all her memories. Caleb then went into another room where a robot named Koyak was present. From the start, Caleb thought Koyak was a human, but when she removed her face, it was revealed that she was a robot. He was shocked to see that all the cabinets contained the bodies of female robots on which Nathan had experimented, but had not succeeded. Nathan had created Koyak purely for his own amusement and entertainment. Meanwhile, Nathan regained consciousness and began searching for his car. Caleb pointed out to him that the car had fallen down, helping Nathan find it. After this, Caleb quickly returned to his room, trying to sleep, but Ava's words about loving him kept swirling in his mind. No one had ever loved him in all these years. Everyone avoided him. Ava was the first who seemed to care for him deeply. The next day, Caleb went back to Ava. She immediately switched off the lights. Here, Caleb told Ava that if she didn't perform well, Nathan would kill her. Ava pleaded with Caleb, asking if he could help her. Caleb replied that he had a plan. He said, "I'll drug Nathan with more sedatives and then go to the control room to reverse all the programs. After that, if you cut off the electricity, all the doors will open and we can escape from here." Ava thanked Caleb, saying, "Please help me." But the shocking part was that today was Caleb's last day. He went to complete his plan and started preparing the drinks for Nathan. However, Nathan responded, "I've completely stopped drinking. This is not good for my health at all." Nathan then asks Caleb a serious question. "Do you really love Ava?" Caleb is a bit shocked that Nathan knows all these things. Nathan then shows Caleb the video footage from when the lights went out, where the two of them were talking. In the footage, Caleb tells Ava that they will escape from there together. Nathan had already known that the power cord was malfunctioning, so he had installed battery-operated cameras in her room to keep an eye on Ava and Caleb's conversations from the beginning. Nathan says, "I have designed Ava in such a way that she can go to any extent to get out of here, and she has convinced you. This means Ava has passed her test, and now I won't dismantle her." However, Caleb's love story comes crashing down and he replies, "That's what you think." Suddenly, the lights go out again. Caleb tells Nathan, "Last night, when you were drunk, I took your key card and reversed all the programming of this house. This means that when Ava turns off the lights, all the doors will open." When Nathan looks at his monitor, he sees that Ava has indeed escaped from the room. In a fit of rage, Nathan grabs a rod and strikes Caleb on the head, knocking him unconscious. Nathan then confronts Ava directly, who is giving commands to kill him. Ava charges at Nathan to attack him, but he retaliates and breaks one of her arms. Just as Nathan is about to kill her, Koyak, a robot, attacks Nathan from behind. Nathan cannot believe that the robots he created are trying to kill him. However, as Nathan turns around, he snatches a knife and knocks Koyak down. But now Ava, undeterred, stabs Nathan with another knife, killing him on the spot. Ava then goes to the place where Caleb is. She tells him, "You stay here. This is your punishment as a human." Ava walks into another room to fix her body, and she puts on all the clothes of a woman. In that setting, she looked human, and now she shuts down the entire system, trapping Caleb there, while she escapes. Despite his efforts, Caleb cannot get out. A week later, a helicopter arrives at that location to pick Caleb up. However, Ava deceives the pilot with her words and takes him away with her. The situation in the city has become dire, with no telling what horrific things might happen next. And just like that, our story comes to an end.